just going to start recording and showing you how to use this. So if you open up the file, I'm obviously using a PowerPoint 2016 on a PC. Yours might look different, but it's the same thing. If you read this and follow this, know these shortcuts. Control X for cut, Control C for copy, Control Z to undo, Control B for bold, Function F5 for slideshow, Control A to select everything, and page up and page down to go next slide. And all of those tools will help you to sort of build your thing a little bit faster. Okay, so you will see here what I've done is I've left the background as it is, and I've got a text there, and another text here, and a picture. Now I don't want you to draw the picture or anything like that, but I've just put in a shape here for the example. I have put in a text box here, roughly the same size. You can see if I increase it here, it gets a little bit small. So the key thing to do is just get it roughly the size that will be the top and bottom, let go, and then move it into position, and not the background, the text box. So it's important to show where it starts, only because then it's a bit more readable. Let's just this one, I put it there to show in this design it's basically a little bit different, and then the third one is there. And you can increment by using the arrows left and right for little micro increments. Okay, so just quickly there, you see what happens if I then duplicate the slide. All I will be doing and wanting to do is then click on the background. When I delete it, I've got now like a template which I can then use for future projects. So that's the basic idea using this, and you've seen there that's what I've done here. Okay, so there's another one. I've put the text the same color, roughly the same size, more or less, and then a nice large text there. So fonts and color size is all you need to kind of do the work. And then if you look at the final one, which was created afterwards, if you are just getting the stuff done, just duplicate it and leave it if you don't want to get rid of the backgrounds. I will do that when I get time. You can see here I've got the same color. Let me just show you by changing the color on one. You'll see there. And the idea is simply, let me just undo that, Control Z, and when I duplicate this now, it gives you a good template which I can then use as I require. So that's basically what I'm asking you to do, is create me these templates using these designs which I have seen. So these are some samples, so you can take these shapes or these boxes, or you can do your own ones, obviously, from all the way up here. At the top you've got these shapes here, and then as I carry on, these are the ones which I've done as templates previously. So if you want a 2-box thing, you could just copy that and paste that, and then change the size of the font. So these are previous ones I've created, and let's just go and look at a new one here. So on this one, you can see that to recreate this, I would have to just draw like a black box, roughly the same size, and change the color of it. black, and it's black there because I've created these templates from a thing, and the black bars were there previously. And then all you need to worry about is font in blue, large, sample text, or you can sit there and type it in. I would say just type in something for the time being. Don't worry about the color and the font yet, but it's something you can work on a little bit later on. See if you can match up the color. The color will mean that I don't have to do extra work, and it's more the size and the rough layout that I'm interested in. You can see here, this one's got this button here, but that's not important. It's the layout of this that I'm more interested in. Okay, so there's lots of different designs, like for this one, you can see, if we create one circle, so, this thing doesn't have to take you too long. If we then change the color of the side profile to black, and the thing to be white, and then the outline a little bit fatter, and we've got our thing, and then we can just put a picture in there. But you see, then once I've got one, Control C, Control V, I'm just copying it and pasting it, Control V again, pasting it for the next one. And if you just match it up, it will mean that you've got a whole thing done, and pressing Shift and holding on that will then allow me to duplicate it, and then actually, something which looks complicated doesn't take you a long time. And then the idea is, if you are clever and you use these text and things as required, you can do these things pretty quickly. And I would say just put one there as a rough layout, and then put it sort of directly over so that it's readable, and then all you do is Control C, Control V, Control V, and the number of boxes you got, and then you just put them into the thing, line it up. If you can think about alignment, that would be great. You've got these new tools on the alignment, and you literally are copying and pasting. And on that one you had examples of pictures, so if you got some clipper, you can do some clip art, or you just do insert and a shape for the time being. I'm not going to put pictures, photos, which will take too long. Pictures, online pictures, I don't want that. Let's just see if I can find. Right, I'll just take that little circle. That's my visual representation. That's got to be a picture. If I double click it and change the color of things, then you will see how it looks. Okay, so now I've got a completely new design with that compared to what we had previously. Do you see what I'm trying to do? It's basically, I just want these layouts copied, and then something like that. That's the picture is the important one. You can also draw. If you're quite good with the mouse, just draw your rough shape. I don't mind if it's not straight and things. It just makes it look a bit more organic. So these are the different layouts. I've done some print screens. Some of them you will have the same thing repeated because I was doing print screens as and when I was going along, and I'm more interested in the layout and the colors and the font sizes. So this is another one, and as I go through, you'll see the circle ones. It can just then duplicate because that one is the same, but it's just moved around with a different text. And these are build-ups. So the best way to do these is copy these 4 times, and then for the second one you'll see that there's an extra bit which goes on. You just create the last one and then delete backwards. That is basically how you do builds. So off you go. There you go. This is an example of a build, and you basically come to the last one, 1, 2, 3, and then delete it, and then go backwards, and you can see how the same slide is just duplicated. This is just changing the color with some text, and these ones, you just have to put a dark colored picture. You don't have to find the same picture or anything like that, just any representation of that background. It's the dark colors working with this font, which is a bright red one, and the white, which makes it stand out. So I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm trying to see that people who created once. Okay, there you go. And that's it. So let's stop this recording. I hope you understand. You just need to make sure you do file save as, and you can give me the file as PPT. Basically what I will then do, if you're having problems, then just put it into Dropbox or Google Gmail. It will allow you to, Google Drive will allow you to upload the PowerPoint or whatever, and then you can just send me the link. But make sure it's the PowerPoint, not the Google's version of slideshow. Okay? Hopefully you understand now a little bit more clearer. Thank you for listening.